Pranam sir, Yudhishthira pledged his brothers and wife while playing dice. They are living beings and not inanimate. Is what he did correct?
It is true that the act of playing dice by Yudhishthira at the risk of pledging his own family, it is wrong. Nobody will approve his act. It is not proper, it is not civilized. And he reaped the harvest. But we have a lesson to pick up from that incident. We just imagine a similar situation in modern days. If an elder brother is going to pledge his younger brothers or his own wife, will it be possible? Certainly not. No younger brother will say yes for that. No wife will say yes for that. Because down the years, we have been developing a sort of a retortive mentality. Our subservience to elders, our obedience to the elder generation has been deteriorating slowly. So much so that in modern days we have come to counter-argue with elders, to disobey them, to act in such a way that they shed tears. But in those days, the younger brother was very subservient, so much so that he could be pledged like an inanimate object, just as we pledge a watch or a golden ornament in a pawnbroker shop. He could be pledged. I don't mean to say that that habit must come again today. No, never. But I am drawing your attention to the younger generation of those days, which had the virtue of obeying to elders to a very great extent. No brother argued with him. They were very subservient. And while even Bhima was going to pick up a fight with Yudhishthira for this act, other brothers controlled him. They said, no, it is against Dharma. Don't do that. He's our elder brother. Such was the obedience. Consequence, those 5 brothers remained united till their death. They died while climbing the Himalayas. Till the moment of death, they were united. The unity was unbreakable. The family never suffered an internal clash. They were helping each other. Till modern days, we call them as Panchapandavas. This is just an example of the families of those days. A joint family was possible in those days because every member was ready to forego an amount of his own personal freedom. He allowed the elders to interfere with his personal freedom. He did not lose temper for that. Today, our college students, whether they are girls or boys, they have this phrase upon their lips. They say, there is a personal space for me. Don't poke your nose into that. You must not interfere with my personal matters. A wife says that to the husband. A husband says that to the wife. The son says to the father. Life is such. What is the consequence? Our family system has already broken to many pieces, It is breaking more to a tragic extent. Very soon we are going to see that no family will be available to see. We will be having only broken members of family. And that is the first symbol for a nomadic, animalistic society. Our society is going to dogs. So we must realize that the younger generation must be ready to forego, to a certain extent, their own personal freedom. They must allow elders and others to interfere with their personal affairs. The more and more we keep our near and dear away from us, the more and more animalistic we are becoming. Look at the animal families. You show me a single animal family which is united till last. No, you can't show. Because they have this mentality. Every animal feels that the other animal has no right to interfere with its own personal territory. There is no give and take there. Only man has that policy. Now, gradually, we are losing the policy. That means we are going to a tragic, abysmal depth. It's not good. So, I would say that this lesson we can pick up from Mahabharata.